Good morning. Today is another bright, beautiful, sunny day. We got rain showers forecast. And as you can see, I'm putting down 32% nitrogen. That's what I use. The reason I use it is because it is efficient. It is less volatile than urea. Spreads nicer than ammonium sulfate. I'm having issues with dusty sulfate, so I'm not going to use that now for a while until they get me some quality stuff. Had some questions about ammonium sulfate. Not ammonium sulfate. Yeah, I guess ammonium sulfate and nitrogen, 32% nitrogen. So I will answer those questions now. One of the questions was, what form is my ammonium sulfate in? Well, it's in a prilled form. They look like little fish eyes that are half dried out. If you get the really good quality ones from, say, Honeywell, and Honeywell, it comes from the nylon plant, I believe. But anyways, Honeywell out of Virginia produces the ammonium sulfate. Now, the last load of ammonium sulfate that I got, I'm going to say that it had a lot of fine stuff in it. Table salt consistency, which is no good for spreading with a spinner type spreader. You could do it with a boom spreader accurately, but apparently I don't have one, and I'm not going to go out and buy one. It's just easier for me to get 32% liquid nitrogen. 32% liquid nitrogen is a product that is made up of two different chemicals, nitrogen-based chemicals. One is ammonium nitrate. The other is urea. The third chemical is H2O, water. So, when you mix the two chemicals together, there is a reaction. The reaction is, the two nitrogen chemicals, urea and ammonium nitrate. They react, turning the product into a snot-like consistency, which needs to be watered down with water. Obviously, they bring the level of nitrogen down to 32%, where it is a flowable consistency, pumpable. It is kind of thick. Like a glycerin kind of thick, maybe not even that thick, but it isn't like water. You can tell it's thicker than water. So anyways, I use that because it doesn't burn the crop, whether it's corn, whether it's hay. Liquid nitrogen in 32% form will not burn as bad as, say, 30% nitrogen or 28%. And there is a fertilizer plant up here, not one that I use anymore, that claims that 26% will give you less burn, which is total bullshit, because the hydrogenation of the water from the positive and negatively charged chemicals, the urea and ammonium nitrate, will cause a hydrogenation, which will cause the grass to burn. If you spray this stuff on too early in the morning or too late in the evening, well, actually in the evening it's not bad, but in the morning, with the dew on the grass, it will burn the ever-loving crap out of your hay crop. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. It is it's afternoon now, I think, when I'm doing this right here. And for the most part, this farm that I'm putting this nitrogen on, I will be back here middle of August. I can't cut. This is county ground, and there's a couple of patches that I can't cut until after August 15th. So it was just perfect for me to go in, get the first cutting off, get this fertilizer on. August 15th, I'll go in, I'll cut it's another like 35 acres of first cutting off of there. Then I'll fertilize it again, and then I'll be back in for a third cut sometime in late October, November. At least that is the plan. Hopefully everything goes well with that. Yeah. So on another note, while you're watching me put this fertilizer on, you're going to see in the next clip, when I'm finished with this particular farm up here, I drive home. And just pay attention to the traffic. You're going to see an 806 International. You're going to see a crazy woman that is making a right-hand turn that stops in the middle of an intersection. And you can spot those out pretty easy. Just keep your nose glued to the screen, because this thing is sped up 800%. It right now is 800%. The next one's going to be 2,000%. So it's going to go pretty quick, but you can catch it. I have compressed 2 hours of footage into 9 minutes, 12 seconds. That's what I've compressed this into. So enjoy it. But anyways, this morning I was checking my emails and other things, and I've got some really good responses there from really good people. They're talking about the other YouTuber in the world that is not using my name, but using references in his video, but then commenting directly about me. And he thinks he's smart, but he's not. But we're not even going to get into him. But I would like to clear some things up about horse people and customers. I have horse hay quality customers. And, here's another question. I might as well answer this one too. What's the difference between mulch hay and, say, feed hay? Well, mulch hay is a lot less stressful to produce. It still has to be of feed quality when you cut it, because that is where, they're composting this stuff and they need the nutrients, and so begins the drive home. The nutrients that are in that hay transfers into the soil. As it breaks down, there's still these nutrients that are still in the soil that they're creating to grow the mushrooms. So if you have a quality product of a pure hay, whether it be fescue or brome or timothy or orchard grass or even reed canary grass, and here's the first idiot. Anyway, you have to have a quality product to start. The reason I grow mulch hay is because I don't like going home at night and looking at the radar and there's a rain shower and it's going to destroy my quality hay. I don't like that. So that's the reason I kind of said, hey, you know what? I'm going to get in the mulch hay business. The reason I'm going to do that is because I like stress-free haymaking. My motto is, and always has been since I started this business, is I make good hay by accident. So if I got a stretch of weather that's 4 or 5 days long, I go out and I'll knock 200, 300, 400, 500 acres of hay down on the ground. And I'll start baling, whether I'm baling with a little baler to fill up my wagons, to put up in a hay mow, or if I just continue to, make big bales and put them in a building or cover them with a tarp. I've done that successfully many, many times. Bottom bales go to the mushroom barn. The middle bales, anything from the first bale or second bale up goes to hay customers, and it's worked out well that way for me. As long as you got a quality tarp on top of that hay, you're good. But yeah, I wish that horse farms were a little less prone to rip farmers off, or prone to attempt to rip farmers off. Beef farmers and dairy farmers are in a whole different predicament. They're under the government's thumb. Obviously, the Milk Market Administration is not your friend. And the beef farms, again, same thing. It's a supply and demand thing. Same thing with hay, but I don't think it's a supply thing for hay. I think it's a availability of money thing for hay. When beef farmers don't have the money to pay their hay guy, they sell off their cows, which then creates a surplus of hay, which causes everybody's hay price to go down. And we're approaching the end of the video. But the milk guys, a whole different story. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe for more. And don't forget to check out OneLonelyFarmer.com. There are shirts on there. They are no longer available. I need to update my website. But if you do decide to order one of those shirts, they're going to be embroidered. The big logo is not going to be on the back. It will be on the sleeve, and it will be embroidered on there. It looks sharp. I like them. I wear them. I think they're great. Thanks for watching.